All right, we are ready to rock and roll, guys. Let's welcome everyone to our webinar tonight. My name is Brandon Cunningham. I live on the west coast of Central Florida, little town of Ellington. That's near Bradenton and Sarasota. Originally from Louisiana. I have been married now over 25 years and have two kids. And I come from a very traditional background of business. Graduated and got into business right away, working for other people, and soon found that working for other people didn't work for me, and was on a search to find a business that I could call my own, that I would own, and we did that early in age. In my early 20s, we bought our first little business, and my wife and I began to build that, had some employees, and seems as though one thing kind of led to another, from one industry to the next. And we kind of just were doing life, like a lot of people. And as opportunities would come, we'd make a decision if it was a fit for our family. And such as how we, got to be in our mid-30s and realized that we kind of created our own prison. We were self-employed, had employees, were doing good financially, but didn't have much control over our time. In fact, little to no control over our time. We owned the business, or maybe the business owned us. And we were simply looking for something that would allow us to have some more freedom. I had two young kids at the time, and my wife and I worked the business, the home-based business together. And so this was introduced to me. LifeVantage was introduced to me. We took a look. And I was very interested in the products that the company distributed. I had skin cancer in the early 2000s that I thought was an insignificant little freckle on my face. And I woke up after, the anesthesia wore off, and there was over 30 stitches in my face. It was a real deal surgery. And so everybody in my family that has serious health issues, it's usually cancer. And I had that little bout. And so when I was introduced to this company and its product, I was paying attention. But I was not really paying attention to anything but the product until we got a little bit more information. And that's really what I'm here to do for you tonight. I don't know how or what you were invited to hear tonight, if it was just about our products or if it was about the opportunity. But I'm excited for you to be able to get this information. What you do with it, obviously, is up to you. I hope you can see the value in what we share from a product standpoint enough for you to reach out to the person that invited you here and at least at a minimum get more information, but hopefully get on the products and start using it. And maybe some of you, the entrepreneurs out there that see the business and see the opportunity, will investigate that and maybe even join us tonight as you get maybe some of your questions answered. One thing's for sure, guys, the world is always changing, right? The one for sure in the world is things will continue to change. Technology is one of those things. It has really changed every aspect of our life. And so what I want to do is I want to go ahead and share my screen at this point, and I'm going to bring up a PowerPoint, and in doing so, we'll get right into the meat of this presentation. All right, we should be good there. So the company, as I mentioned, is LifeVantage, and we're going to be talking about biohacking tonight. Let's jump into, though, before we get too much into the product, let's talk about this gig economy, or what really forced me to take a look at this, because I found myself a few years ago looking for answers. I thought it was just about working hard and making the customers happy and everything would work out, but that's just not the way it is today. And some of these companies that you see here have absolutely transformed the way we think of either a taxi ride or how we communicate or how we purchase things. Business has absolutely changed. Guys, just yesterday I found myself at an airport where we had some canceled flights, And literally with an app on my cell phone, within 90 seconds, I had secured a ride to another airport on the other side of Los Angeles, and we were picked up and on our way. That was impossible just a few short years ago. Impossible, guys. And when you look at Facebook, what Facebook has done, love it or hate it, is it's made communication possible in a way that was never possible before. Literally today, I could end this webinar. I could go onto Facebook, put some pictures of our trip out to California, and thousands of people in my network would see those pictures. And literally today, many people keep up with close family members through Facebook. And I say love it or hate it because while that's the good side of it, where you can communicate to a lot of people at one time, the bad side of it is maybe people aren't communicating close to their close friends the way they were before. Nevertheless, if you don't think Facebook has not changed things, here's what I want you to do. Next time you're at a red light, I want you to look to the left and then look to the right and look what the people in the cars next to you are doing. They're not looking at the light, and they're not looking at the radio. They're certainly not looking at the billboards. I don't even know why they have billboards anymore. They are looking at what? You got it. Their cell phones. And statistics tell us 70% of the time they are on social media. Guys, social media has changed everything. Facebook, a multi-billion dollar company. And you got companies like Amazon who they've just changed the game. They've absolutely changed the game. And these are areas of the world that you're very aware of these companies. These aren't mystery companies anymore. This isn't mystery technology. But we are going to talk about the mystery of nutrigenomics, or the mystery technology of nutrigenomics. It's not a mystery to some, certainly not a mystery to me or the people that invited you to this webinar tonight. Nutrigenomics, guys, is going to be the next big buzz when it comes to the health and wellness industry. In fact, it was on the Today Show, and the quote there says, it's the latest trend in nutrition. It's not a fad diet, and it's something that you are going to be able to take advantage of at a DNA level, right? It's a way that you can take food, right, nutrients, and change your genetic code or genetic expression. It's been reported on by Fox News. Guys, it's going to be alone by 2023, which I can't believe. That seems so long away, but guys, that's less than 5 years away. An almost $17 billion industry. Nutrigenomics. And so you've heard about Facebook, you've heard about Uber, you've heard about Amazon, Airbnb. You probably haven't heard about nutrigenomics, and that's what excites us about this presentation tonight, because we get to be first for many in sharing this information so we can take advantage of this as quickly as possible. And you have a choice. You can continue to let your body be, as we say, hijacked by the environment, by the things that we eat, by the things that we breathe, or you can biohack your body. Biohacking, guys, is a good thing. It's taking control of your biology to optimize genetic expression so that you can literally be the best version of yourself today. And it's exciting technology, guys. You know, you don't use a beeper anymore. We don't use payphones. We use cell phones, right? And so when it comes to your health, you should be using the science of nutrigenomics. If you're not, it would be as silly as walking around asking people for a payphone today. People would think you were crazy. And in 5, maybe even sooner than that, the world is going to know about nutrigenomics, and it will be literally just as crazy if you're not taking advantage of it.
Take a deep breath.
That will explain
Hold
nutrigenomics.
Now gently exhale.
I shouldn't have hit that button. Let's do it again.
Take a deep breath. Hold it. Now gently exhale. Ironically, while oxygen is necessary for all human life, it is also the element that is at the root of the aging process. That's because oxidative stress, which is a toxic level of reactive oxygen in your cells, is one of the primary causes of cell damage and the adverse effects of aging. It's almost as if your cells were slowly rusting from the inside. There's no stopping the process, but as with rust, there are ways to slow it down, to inhibit the aging process, and even reverse oxidative stress. It's called nutrigenomics, the science of using nutrition and naturally occurring compounds to affect gene behavior and attack the root causes of aging. Another root cause of aging is the depletion of mitochondria in your cells as you age. Mitochondria that are the powerhouses or engines of your cells. Nutrigenomics delivers a one-two punch that creates stronger cells that are better equipped to fight the effects of aging by using the NRF2 pathway to help the body produce more antioxidants and using the NRF1 pathway to boost mitochondrial production, which inhibits the aging process and increases the energy level in your cells. Aging is inevitable. The rust comes back. The engine loses some power. But now we don't have to take aging lying down. LifeVantage's study of nutrigenomics fights the root causes of aging to help people look and feel younger, naturally. LifeVantage, at the forefront of nutrigenomics.
So guys, it's an exciting science that we get to take advantage of, just like Amazon, Facebook, Airbnb, and Uber. So let's talk about this market that is currently using this biohacking science. And so you've got the industries of that would represent upwards of $500 billion, skincare, cellular health, or anti-aging. You've got the pet industry, you've got energy, you've got weight loss. And these are all areas that our company has products that would support this nutrigenomic activity in our body. Protandim is our flagship product, guys. It is $40.99 on subscription, the cheapest price. It lowers oxidative stress by 40% in just 30 days. And the significance of that, guys, the National Institute of Aging studied this supplement. The significance is Protandim is the only supplement the National Institute of Aging has ever studied that has actually increased lifespan by upwards of 7%. Guys, I can't tell you the magnitude of that statement. There has never been another supplement ever to do that, ever. And so if someone says, oh, I take something like that, it works with my cells. No, you've misunderstood. It's not like Protandim. Protandim is the world's most powerful NRF2 inducer. And NRF2, that cellular pathway in the body, when it's optimized, it allows your body to repair itself at a level that your body hasn't seen since you're in your early teens and 20s, guys. If they draw the blood of someone that's been on Protandim for just 30 days, they can barely tell the difference in the blood between a 70-year-old and a 20-year-old, because Protandim absolutely takes the body's ability and magnifies it to protect itself and take care of itself. And then we've got proof on top of that, right? So people are like, well, really, where's the proof? Well, there's the proof. We have over 20 peer-reviewed studies, guys, and we're not talking about these, journals where if you pay for an ad in the magazine, you get the cover and you get this nice glossy write-up. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about peer-reviewed, published journals like that you can find at PubMed.gov. And these universities that you see here, you go on and on and on. These are major universities that have validated the science of Protandim. We're not talking about some hocus pocus science. And it's also been reported on NBC. It's been on the Wall Street Journal, the Today Show, Dr. Phil, ABC News. We've got patents on the product. Guys, what you've been introduced to, the person that put you here, can just give you a fire hose of information, if that's what you want, about the products and or the validation behind the products. Just be careful what you ask for, because it could be hours of validation of videos, just say. And the product that was also mentioned, our Nerf One Synergizer, it is phenomenal, guys. Most people are tired because it's a cellular problem, not because they need caffeine or sugar. It's because their mitochondria is lethargic. And we increase ATP energy with this product. And we do this all naturally, guys. This is not with synthetics. We do this all naturally. And that product right there, our Nerf One product, I don't go a day without it. It's phenomenal. I can tell the difference when I'm on it and when I'm not. We've also got a product for gut health. Many people that suffer from different allergies or ailments. The problem really is in the gut. A healthy gut is super important. And we've got a product that has a patented what's called BioTrack in Well-Immune System. And if you look at the graph, with most probiotics that don't have this BioTrack, only about 4% of the product is actually being used. The probiotics, about 96% of the actual bacteria never make it to the gut. With Protandem, upwards of 60% of the active culture gets to the gut, which is what you need, right? You can see, just think on a dollar basis. If you're spending $10 for a ProBio, let's just use $100. Only $4 of your 100 is getting to your gut, okay? With our product, if it was $100, not $4, but $60 of it would be getting to your gut instead of wasted. So not only is it not $100, but it's highly effective as a probiotic. And we couple that with our omegas. We've hit all these different areas, guys, and we've wrapped it into something called a Vitality Stack. And the Vitality Stack, it takes in effect all the major areas of our health: cellular health, brain health, inflammation, gut health, energy, and has wrapped it into one nice package that we can get for $150 a month. And we'll talk a little bit about this more individually as we go through it. We're trying now just to give you a scope of the products. This is our energy line called Axio. It's brain food. It's literally brain food, all natural. It reduces mental fog and fatigue. And there's decaffeinated and a caffeinated version in several different flavors. So we love this product as well. And I'm going to show you a few slides now because it's got some pictures in it. Pictures are just so powerful. And you can see here the effects. This is 90 days, the difference. I love this. These statistics at the bottom with placebo, guys. We had a reduction of abdominal fat, 254% reduction over placebo in abdominal fat, guys. Reduction of waist size. This stuff is legit because it's not your typical proteins. It's not your typical StarView type protein supplement system. It's highly, highly effective. Our skincare line, remember, guys, all these products are using nutrigenomics, and that's why you see these results, and we're super excited about what we have. You can see the 60-day difference here in this lady's skin. Phenomenal information you can get about our skincare, and you can buy them individually or you can buy the system. Same products, this Protandem or Nerf 2 activator for dogs. And now you're seeing a true reflection of our whole skincare line. And you get to choose your level of biohacking. If you just kind of want to put your toe in the water, you should be using our Nerf 2 activator. It's our flagship product. It's $41 or $40.99 on a subscription. And it is the product that has all of the science, all of the hoopla. It's around our Nerf 2 product, but you could then couple that with our Nerf 1 product. That's our dual synergizer pack. That's $85. Or you could use our activated essentials, which would then include the ProBio, which is $125. Or my favorite, the Vitality Stack. It's these little bitty packs. So convenient. Just tear them open anywhere you can go, just on the go. Stick them in your backpacks or your purses, and you have a daily supply right there to give you the real full scope of what we have from a biohacking standpoint. And of course, you can get free shipping when you're on the essentials or on our Vitality Stack. So let's transition to the company that's behind this and where we started. We started selling products back in 2003, but ABC News got word of the science of Protandim. And back in 2005, there was a news investigation. You may be familiar with the show Primetime. You probably are familiar with the gentleman you see in the picture there, John Keonis. And we can show you that video. I mean, it's all over YouTube. And the beauty is he gets on the product for 2 weeks. His blood is drawn before and after, and he got the same results all of our studies had said before. And for that, there was an explosion of interest. We're publicly traded. We switched from direct retailing to direct sales in 2009. That's when some of us entered the picture and started taking advantage of this business opportunity. And we've linked this opportunity with a sales team and executives from this publicly traded company that have well over 100 years of network marketing experience and the experience in the direct sales industry. And that's why we have such a powerful, powerful opportunity today for everybody that's taking a look at the company. Here are the countries that we're operating in. You can see some we're open for with product and the business. And at the very bottom, we have a global customer program where we're shipping products. So if you have friends outside of the United States, then you can take a look at these countries, and we can ship product to any of these countries. And the top 2 rows can actually join us in the business opportunity tonight. We have produced a proven system that many call the laptop lifestyle or social sharing. We can literally run our business from our cell phones with an app that the company has given us. It's easy to get the app. Just text to 44222 LifeVantage, right? Just put that in there, and we will, for free, send you the app. You'll have it. You can connect with your team. You can do business there. You can send links out for your network to buy the product. I like to say this, guys. This app is huge because what is Uber without the app? Guys, if I didn't have that app yesterday when I was in Los Angeles, I would have never made my flight back to Florida. Never. But because of that app, I was able to get my family and myself to Florida. That's the power of apps today and the social side of this thing and the technology that we use in our hands. And LifeVantage is taking advantage of that technology as well. We have, when you become a distributor with us, a replicated website. We call it our back office. It is kind of the infrastructure that's already been built for us. There's easy checkouts there where we can create a cart just like Amazon and send that cart out. And guys, when you are looking at a company and something you may want to join, statistics are important. And the network marketing profession is growing year over year over year. If you just look back just a few short years ago, we were only doing about $158 billion. I say only, but now we're closing in on $200 billion. Forget the numbers. Look at the trend, guys. That's the right trend. And there's a lot of reasons why people are joining network marketing companies. And it's because times are changing. People are losing jobs. People are wanting to work from home. People are wanting to work for themselves. And people are realizing that as long as they're working for someone else, they are creating someone else's dreams, not really their own. And so there's a lot of reasons to join us. the timing of this opportunity, it could not be any better, guys. I can tell you, I wasn't, when I use an iPhone today, and I don't know what type phone you use today, but I'll just use the Apple iPhone. I've used it for years, but I didn't have the original iPhone, and I didn't have the iPhone 2. And, I started kind of paying attention around the iPhone 3. By the fourth edition is when I got an iPhone. That's when I became an iPhone user, and I've had, the updates ever since. And so I wasn't on the very beginning, but I'm certainly got in before where we are now, 10. So I got in around 4, and now we're up to the iPhone 10, and I'm sure there'll be more phones in the future. My point is this: when you look at that bell curve, there's innovators and early adopters. And in business, guys, timing is important. If you don't think timing's important, then I would like for you to tell me or explain to me how selling beepers would be a good business opportunity, or typewriters. Could you explain that to me? That's not a good business opportunity because of time, okay? It's just not. And so same today kind of with taxis, right? I mean, maybe somewhere in the world it's a good opportunity, but probably not where you live. Time is extremely important. And if you look at the blue curve, that's an S curve in business. And you can see that LifeVantage, guys, is at the very beginning, not only of nutrigenomics, but in awareness. I can almost assure you, if you talk to 10 people tomorrow, maybe one of them have heard of LifeVantage. Maybe, I doubt it. And even if they've heard of LifeVantage, they probably never heard of nutrigenomics. Guys, probably less than 1% of your friends know about this. And you have an opportunity to participate way before they do, okay? I wish not only would I have got the iPhone 4, but I would have bought stock in Apple. Okay, if I'd have known, but you can't go back in time. And that's why whoever invited you here to this webinar probably was very passionate about getting you on here to improve your health immediately, but to also say, hey, wait a second. Maybe you've had some conversations with your friends about your job. Statistically, we know 70% of people hate their jobs. Statistically, we know 60% of people that went to college are not using skills they went to college for to earn money, but yet they still have the debt. And so maybe you've had some conversations with the person that put you on here of frustration, of not being able to have the freedoms, and that's why you were invited to take a look at this opportunity. How do you take advantage? Well, you get a pack, and there's several ways you can get started. Let me tell you this. There is no budget cannot afford to start with us. No budget. There are other options than these, but these are the two options to set you up for business. There are other options if really you just kind of want to put your toe in the water. I would not want to tell you that probably going to be a business making opportunity outside of these packs, because these packs set you up for success. They set you up for the fast track to earn money. And certainly if I'm going to be in business, I want to earn it fast, not slow. Okay, so we have the Gold Kit that has a market price of $650, which is a savings of 25%. And we have the Platinum, which is $1,250, which is a 30% savings in that investment. And you get a lot of stuff with this, guys. You get the over 100 years of corporate experience working for you. You get people producing the product. You got quality control. You got people shipping it. You got customer service. You got IT. You've got marketing and advertising. You got a legal department. You got accounting, and you've got events, all taken care for you. Guys, I'll just tell you that out of my home-based business, we're doing well over $1 million a month in sales. And I don't inventory stuff. I don't have lawyers. I don't have employees. I just have this. And I just share the information, and everything else is taken care of. That's a deal all day, because I had the other businesses and they cost me thousands of dollars to invest. In fact, the average home-based business today costs $30,000. That's the average home-based business. If you're talking franchise, now you're talking hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars to own. And we're talking about $650 or $1,250. Certainly, if you're serious about starting a business, that's pretty easy math that this is extremely affordable for people. Because why aren't most people in business for themselves? That's the reason. They don't have the money. Who has $500,000? Or who has the credit that someone will lend them the money to do it? Not many people, and that's why most people are handcuffed to a W-2 type job where you're told what you're going to earn, and then they take the taxes before and then you get what's left. Guys, you own your own business here. We're 1099 subcontractors. You get what you earn. You decide what to do with the money, and that is a beautiful thing. How do you make money? Well, you have a network of customers and you have a network of distributors, and the distributors are also customers. There's 3 weekly bonuses. There's 3 monthly bonuses. And we even have a program where we're giving away vehicles, not leases, but vehicles. It's a phenomenal program called My Life Venture. Just know that you're highly commissioned at 30 to 40% when you have a customer that signs up or a distributor. If just 3 people sign up the way you signed up as distributors, you have more than your money back. And the real money, though, is in our monthly bonuses, and it's why I did the business. I did the business so that I could earn money residually month over month over month. And this is what it looks like, guys. This is what the income earning statement looks like and how far you can take this. You know, some people just want to make a few bucks. So if you look at that third column, the monthly averages that are being made, I know statistically coming from real estate that most people went into foreclosure back in 2009, 2010 because of a lack of $250 per month in their checking account. That's what Forbes magazine said, that because people's paychecks were reduced by $250 or so, they couldn't cut it anymore. That's how close people were. So look, just at Pro 2, which is a beginning of a business, only $2,500 in monthly sales, you're already earning an average of over $260 per month. But look, how far can you take this? If you give it a good part-time effort, I know people that are part-timing this that are making $1,000, $2,000, $5,000 a month part-time. And somewhere around $5,000 a month to $10,000 a month, you can make a jump to full-time. Our Pro 7s are making over $11,000 a month on average. And my wife and I are Master Pro 10s and have been for over 4 years. And you can see what the monthly average income is. That's not yearly. That is monthly, getting paid on the 15th of every month, deposited into our bank accounts. And I can promise you guys, I am forever grateful that someone told me about nutrigenomics and about LifeVantage, because it has changed my life forever. And so these statistics, guys, look, guys, this is July 1st through the 30th of June of 2017. These are fiscal year from last year's statistics. This is current and up-to-date information, guys. And the final thing I'll share with you is this. It's kind of the lifeline of, you know, our lives, right? The traditional way is the 40 to 50 year plan. You got the first 20 years of your life where you're just growing and learning, right, in school. And some people take that school thing further if they're going to specialize. But for the next 40 or 50 years, they're earning, right? They just get to earn, and hopefully they earn enough that for the next, you know, if that's at 60 or 70, then for the next few years they can retire. And let me just tell you something about that. I just read that out at people at the age of 65, out of 100 people that are 65 years old, only 5 of them financially can take care of themselves. Only 5. 3 of them will continue to have to work. 63 of them are financially dependent on Social Security or their family. 29 are dead. Okay? Now, there's another plan. There's the LifeVantage plan. There's the plan of building residual income. The first 20 years doesn't change. You got to be born, you got to grow, you got to learn. The next phase of how long you work this business, the question mark's there because we can't make any promises. For me and my wife, we replaced our income in 2 years. We hit the top rank in under 5. 4.5 years we hit the top rank. But in 2 years in, we were already at the Pro 8 level, which if you go back and look, is over $20,000 a month. And for the last few years, my wife and I have been living our life the way we want, not the way our customers want, not the way some employer wants. Doesn't that sound like a better plan? I mean, if you had to look at these, which one would you choose? I think anybody would choose the LifeVantage plan. And here's how. It's called residual income, guys. Someone asked me not too long ago, well, how much money did you make in the first month? And I said, I don't know. And they're like, what do you mean you didn't know? And I said, listen closely. I'm still making money off of the work I did the first month. And that's the truth. I brought people into this business in the first month that are still my business partners. And they make me tens of thousands of dollars per month. So every month, my first month of work is paying me tens of thousands of dollars. So what did you make your first month in your traditional business? You may know. In my business, I will never know because I'm still making the money. And that's the point. It's leveraged income. It's earning money month over month over month from doing the work one time. It's a beautiful thing when you find the right company and the right products. We certainly have it here at this company, and we're excited, guys. You have more than one bill, don't you? You probably have 10 to 20 bills. Why would you risk your financial future on one income, right? You should have multiple sources of income. You should do this business just to meet the people you'll be introduced to. You'll be introduced to a network of professionals that are brilliant people. Guys, if you fall on hard times, do you want a small network or a big network? Do you want to only be able to call 10 people and say, hey, I lost my job. Do you know anybody looking? Do you only know 10 people that you can call, or would you like to know hundreds? Many people say, well, I don't know anybody. And I say, that's not good. You want to change that? Join me in this business and I'll introduce you to a lot of people so that we can change how many people you know and build your network. Robert Kiyosaki says, rich people build networks, poor people look for jobs. Okay? Don't look for your next job. Build your network, guys. And finally, I'll tell you, we have some tremendous programs that a lot of us are involved in. You're seeing some of the programs that LifeVantage has contributed to. Our biggest program is Families Helping Families, giving and building homes down in Mexico for people who pretty much are homeless that qualify for these homes. It's part of the legacy program of our company. We've been down to Mexico. We've built some of these homes and given food away and clothes. It's an amazing thing that we do collectively together. We're excited for where we're headed as a group of entrepreneurs that we're just ready for change. Guys, if you're frustrated with Monday morning, if you're frustrated with living for the weekend, if you're wanting to improve your health, join us. Join us because we are certainly excited about what we're doing. Get with the person that invited you here and get started with this. Thank you for joining us tonight. Let me exit out of this and stop the share. Thank you guys so much for joining us tonight. Again, my name's Brandon Cunningham. Get with the person that invited you here tonight and ask the questions. How do I get started? They'll get in the app. They'll send you a link. Hit the link. Just know that that link is backed up and secured by a publicly traded company. Oh, by the way, the stock has doubled in the last couple weeks. Yeah, I just said that. Our stock has doubled. Wall Street's paying attention. I hope you paid attention, and I hope to see you guys soon at our next event or on this webinar next week. Good night.